Lectures from the Academy. Welcome. My name is Chrissy Dawn, and for the next few minutes I'm going to share with you a lecture from the Blue Heron Academy entitled Creating a Healing Community. This presentation is the 9th in a series of lectures selected from the many classes taught by Dr. Gregory T. Lawton to the students of the Blue Heron Academy of Healing Arts and Sciences from 1980 to 2022. Dr. Lawton founded the Blue Heron Academy in 1980 as a free school for women in transition who were victims and survivors of rape, incest, and domestic assault. Since that year, thousands of students have learned the practice of true traditional health care at the Academy and have gone on to establish practices serving the health care needs of their patients. Dr. Lawton is a licensed chiropractor, napropath, and acupuncturist, as well as a certified naturopath. In this podcast, we will look at how we, as therapists, healers, and holistic healthcare practitioners can work shoulder to shoulder within our communities to help heal not only our patients, but our peers and fellow citizens. Creating a healing community. There has never been a time when the healing of our communities has been more important than it is now. There has never been a time when the body politic of humanity has needed the healing balm of unity, equality, and justice more urgently than it does now. There has never been a time when the holistic health community, offering a remedy for the healing of mind, body, and spirit, has had a greater opportunity and responsibility to contribute to the well-being of our patients and communities. Holistic healthcare is a unique form of healing from several perspectives. Holistic healthcare focuses on the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. Holistic healthcare emphasizes prevention first and treatment of disease secondarily. Holistic healthcare teaches self-responsibility for the personal maintenance of health and for the healing process. Holistic healthcare relies on an equal relationship and partnership between the healer and the patient. Holistic healthcare recognizes that good health and well-being cannot exist within an environment that is not healthy or that does not promote peace and harmony. Holistic healthcare embraces the use of methods of healing which are nurturing to the normal physiological processes of the body and that help to establish homeostasis, or balance, and harmony. Holistic healthcare employs modalities of treatment which engage and connect with a person's mind, body, and spiritual nature. Holistic healthcare defines healing as more than the sum of its individual parts. Holistic healthcare is not just an energy. It is a power that heals on both a physical and a spiritual level. Due to the unique and transformative aspects of holistic healthcare, its nurturing characteristics, it blends and merges well with concepts of community building. I recognized this aspect of holistic healthcare several decades ago, and because of this realization, I created a healing community around my practice. I knew that as a single individual I was limited, by my personal and professional abilities, as well as by time and energy, as to how I could engage with and serve my patients. By creating a healing community, I combined the resources, talents, abilities, and energy of many individuals in my community, thereby using the power of unity to magnify the energy and power needed to transform lives. My favorite definition of unity is the condition of being one. Unity is oneness. But what is oneness? I like to think of unity or oneness in terms of science and chemistry. If we take the atoms of hydrogen and oxygen, two highly explosive fire elements, and combine them together as H2O, we get water, one of the most powerful forces on Earth. This is how I like to think about and define unity. Uniting to become more powerful than we would be singly. What is a healing community? It is any group of individuals who unite around a common purpose and measurable goals and objectives. A healing community can take many forms and be centered upon different concepts or missions. It may be a group of healers, a spiritual community, a cooperative, a service group, a support group, a nonprofit organization, or a school. A healing community may be all these entities combined and working together towards common goals. My first attempt to build a healing community centered around the development of the Blue Heron Academy martial art program for women in transition who were victims of rape, incest, and domestic abuse. It later led to the establishment of the Academy's career programs in the healing arts and sciences. The martial arts program transformed into a vocational education program because of my realization that women in transition needed vocational training and jobs so they could support themselves and their families. Our first healing community was built around the combined energies and talents of several dozen dedicated individuals. It led to the development of a community clinic that treated individuals from the Mission District of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and HIV/AIDS patients of the AIDS Resource Center. A primary characteristic of a healing community is to guide people along the path of personal transformation. It is an inherent characteristic of a healthy community to nurture growth within the individual members of the group, and for the group to celebrate this growth among its members when growth is recognized and is achieved. Once a community addresses the critical needs of its members, including educational training, health, and medical care, the community can transform itself from within. The healing community must transform itself from within. If the community remains centered on a single personality, or if the healing community fails to transform from within, the unity of the community will dissolve, and the community will perish. Healing communities often begin around the personality of a strong and talented individual, but if that individual does not willingly share power and authority and nurture others in their growth, the community will fail. A healing community brings people together to love and to support each other along the journey of healing. An individual healthcare practitioner is limited by many personal factors in assisting individuals who, due to illness or injury, are thrust into the midst of a healing crisis. Our healthcare system is failing at the most profound and fundamental levels because it does not recognize or accept medicine beyond a pill. Drugs are not health. There is nothing in a drug that is essential for the maintenance of a human cell. Drugs do not nurture life. Food, nutrition, pure water, spirituality, love, understanding, forgiveness, acceptance, and community lead to true healing. It is my most fervent hope that you will all arise, lead others toward true healing, and contribute to the establishment of healing communities. To this end, I leave you with these words from our Academy Statement of Unity. Although we may come from different paths to this sacred art of healing, you are my brother and sister in healthcare. I welcome you to both this art and profession. I recognize the beauty in your healing hands, mind, and heart. I celebrate the unity within our diversity. I see richness and reward in our sharing of knowledge and experience. As you are my brother and sister in healing, I will uplift you. If you are alone, I will be your friend. If you need assistance, without hesitation, I will support you. If you are broken, I will mend you. To those that speak against you, I will arise to defend you. If you need my good counsel or teaching, it is yours. If you are unable to pay for my succor, you will not need to, for I will stand by your side regardless. I will reach out to uplift you regardless. I will open my arms to you regardless. May we never forget that we are more alike than different. May we always recognize our most vital bond through the healing arts and sciences. May we always recognize that if there is a time for healing, it is now, and it is always. For if the healers are not reconciled among themselves, from whence will healing come? This has been another in a series of podcasts based upon lectures from the Blue Heron Academy. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast and will return as part of our community engaged in healthy growth for more of our upcoming presentations. Thank you for your kind attention, and stay healthy.